Hey guys, Dellyn and I are back for another episode of the Game Shelf. Dellyn, before we actually get started and talk about video games, I've got something I've got to ask you about.
Oh boy, what is it?
I just want to know, man, have you been safe today? You're
Have I
the
been say for some reason I knew he was gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
I've been safe. I didn't go anywhere near Times Square after seeing the carnage of the Knicks winning.
yep.
So yeah, I'm safe, man. I'm safe.
Okay.
People are insane, as you
The,
could tell.
the New York, for those that don't know, the New York Knicks have won the NBA championship for the first time in like 50, was it like 52 or 53
I think it's like
years?
52, 53.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a wonderful time to be in New York City if
yeah,
you're a
man.
Knicks fan.
Do you watch
And plus the
basketball?
the I'm not really much
No.
of a no, I'm much of a I like to play the sport,
Yeah.
like rugby. I played that in college,
Mm,
right? That's something I will watch.
yeah.
But basketball, no, not really a basketball
And
guy. No.
I'm jealous, man, because I watch sports. I would love to be from a big city that I could root for their sports team, man. Um,
Knicks
I,
is it's been a long time, man.
yeah,
I know this one YouTuber that loves the Knicks so much. He's probably somewhere in the world just celebrating crazily. I just see all his text messages on X just be like Knicks, 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 Knicks. I'm like, man,
yeah,
this
man.
is wonderful time.
I'm
Wonderful
glad.
time.
I'm glad you're safe. But
I'm safe. I'm safe. I
yeah,
marked myself safe from the Knicks winning.
you barricaded your door shut. You had to like
Barricade.
nail some wooden planks on there.
Yeah,
Um,
I got to, man. The fans are, it's been a long time.
it's like Gotham City last night.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
Combination with that and the FIFA World Cup or something another still happening around here too. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, moving forward from that, last week we had the Summer Games Fest and a Nintendo
Mm,
Direct. Uh,
yeah.
we did a prediction video. Oh, and
And
we did,
Xbox. And Xbox.
and we had a Nintendo Direct. And we did
Hmm.
a prediction video. We talked about what we thought would get shown, but now I think that we're just talking about like our favorite games and
It was a
some
lot
other
of
news.
game showcase and still there was like a lot of games that I liked at the
Yeah.
showcases. So yeah.
So I guess we'll just go one by one, but state of play, man. So I know that you're not a huge PlayStation guy.
But I
Uh
do get excited for them getting, like Wolverine, for instance. That was pretty good.
yeah, that was crazy looking. Very, very gory, very graphic. Which is
Yes.
expected for Wolverine, but I
How
didn't
it
know.
should be,
Yeah,
honestly.
but I didn't think that Insomniac was gonna go like that. I figured they were just gonna tame it, keep it a little bit more
Tame it.
tame.
I feel like if they tame it, then that would have caused a little backlash,
Yeah,
because Wolverine's not tamed.
I didn't want it to be more tamed. I just thought that it was like Insomniac's style to keep it more tamed. But I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
But it looks sweet, man. I've
Hmm.
actually got it pre-ordered.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have known, honestly.
Yeah.
Like when I was at because after we'll probably talk about the Xbox showcase later on. I had to get myself a Series X because of one game that we'll probably talk about here, and there was like four people in line saying, "Yes, I came here to order the Wolverine," and I'm like, "Okay, let's see how much people do this." And it was like four people in line saying
Really.
this. I'm like, "Man, people are hyped for this game."
I was at a GameStop the day after that PlayStation showcase when I
Hmm.
pre-ordered Wolverine. And there was one guy that put down a pre-order for like every game that you could put a pre-order on from that like particular showcase. He's like,
My
I'm.
goodness.
He's like, I want to put a pre-order on Wolverine. I want to pre-order Omnimusha. I
I
want
mean,
to,
Musha, look,
yeah,
I actually finished the demo here, and that game was really good. I might need
yeah.
to pick that up too. Yeah.
But yeah, he put down like money on like five or six different games.
Wow.
Um, he's like, when the new God of War is coming out, I want to pre-order that. So he was going crazy, but
That
yeah,
I love it though.
that Wolverine game is the only game from the showcase I pre-ordered. And
Now,
it's
no God of War?
well, I don't think God of War is available to pre-order yet.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I might
They
be
don't have a
wrong.
date. They don't have a release date on
Yeah.
it. They have a release window.
But also I'm not a God of War fan. Um,
Oh,
I actually think this one looks cool.
okay.
It looked fun. Uh, I think that it looks very interesting. And I think it's cool that that you're playing as Kratos' wife, but I'm just not like a fan of the God of War games.
God of War, yeah.
Yeah, just in general.
I only played the first one. The first one was pretty good. It was fun. I still need to play the second one. I'm looking forward to the remasters. I know they announced it at the
Yeah,
last showcase, so I want to see what that looks like. I'll get excited for you, and I'll just live vicariously through you playing it, hopefully.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, aside from Wolverine, I think that's honestly it. It was mostly
yeah.
games that we already knew about, right? Or
I think so for the most part. There were two games I was really interested in. Um, there was like a dinosaur survival game called The Lost Wilds
oh, that one looked like a
or something.
creepy game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know if it's Jurassic Park related or not. Maybe it's not, but it kind of looks like it could be. But and then there was one game I was actually really excited for. It's called Ill. And it was like
Oh, I
that.
almost forgot about that game. That game looked
It
really
looks crazy.
hardcore. I
Yeah,
think it
it's
was
like a
the most gorish game I've ever seen since Manhunt, I
it was a
think.
very gory looking game, like a survival horror. Looks like you're like in some broken down facility or
Hmm.
something like that. And there's like all these weird, I don't even know what they are. They're like monsters. I don't want to call them zombies. They're like
Yeah.
creatures or something like that, man. But that looked fun. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Uh,
It looked good. It looked
I'm
gory.
I'm excited about that one. So
Nice.
that's on my radar. But yeah, so my favorites from that would be Wolverine, Ill, and the Lost Wilds, I think.
Lost Wilds. Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel about that cube in the God of War game? That slime cube guy.
It's a little off-putting. And that's crazy. When we was watching it, you was swearing like, "Hey, this is Huey's voice from the
Yeah.
boys," and I'm like, it probably is. It sounds just like him. And then I sent you that message saying it confirmed that it is. It's kind of weird, kind of hearing his voice technically in this game, but the cube is a little off-putting. I
Yeah.
think even the creator of God of War said he did not like the direction of where they was taking it, especially with the cube.
I
So that was quite fascinating to see.
I've heard that the original creator doesn't like any of the new ones.
Oh man.
Um he was
I-
like I don't care about Kratos being all mature now. He's like he
oh, come
yeah,
on. I feel like that's a good story from being the ghost of Sparta. Just man,
yeah.
he's grown so much and now he's like a father figure. That's like a good progression and kind of thing for him. But hey, yeah, not all creators like their game works, I guess.
Beats me. I still think it I agree. I think it's like the best choice with him
Yeah.
um to make him like that. But then after that state of play, what was the next one? Was it Summer
It
Games
was
Fest?
Summer's Games Fest for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch that. I was doing something, so it was the only one that I didn't get to watch live. Um,
Oh, okay.
but you got to watch it live, right? What was
Yeah, it was a lot of cool things happening there. It was Code Veronica, well not Code Veronica, excuse me.
Veronica?
Veronica,
Yeah.
sorry. Veronica, new Resident Evil game looked really good. We didn't get any gameplay, but man, it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Cuphead sequel is coming out. We don't get any release date on that yet, but they're actually releasing like a 2D Cuphead game called Mighty Cuphead Adventure that looked like
Okay.
a Super Mario kind of game-esque. It looks pretty cool. A few other games, Alien Isolation 2.
Yeah.
I know people were hyped about that one. Virtual Fighter Crossworlds. That one looks pretty good, but it's like I think they're adding a little bit something new to it, like a story mode kind
Hmm.
of thing. It kind of reminded me of Sleeping Dogs
Oh, really?
yeah, in a way when it came to like the fighting sections and stuff like that and the traversal. I really missed that game, but
Didn't it have like a didn't it have like a thing where like you could explore and then fight people or something
I
like
th
that?
I think so. That's what they're trying to set it up as. It's
And
something different, you know. It reminded me of like that Capcom World Tour where he was walking around and fighting other players. So I think that's pretty good for fighting games to give us something extra than
yeah,
just 2D fighting.
yeah, for sure. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I was reading all of the announcements as they were coming in.
Hmm.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm not able to watch this right now.
It was
Uh,
it's a lot of good games at Summer Games. I think it's one of the best ones yet. Wolf Among Us 2
yeah,
coming out and a remaster
or the
coming
first
soon.
one.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of crazy, just interesting games released. Uh, it's funny about that Veronica game because you were like, in the prediction video we did, I think you mentioned you were like, I think that we'll probably get that Code Veronica remake. Uh,
Got to, man.
and I was like, no, I don't think so.
He was like,
Yeah,
no, no. I'm like,
I was so
okay,
wrong about all my
these
predictions.
these
Uh,
rumors from credible sources is pretty
yeah.
good.
But it's crazy. It's coming out next year. Um,
So quickly. I think that RE engine, man, that engine is working wonders for them.
yeah,
Working
it's
wonders.
they don't really have to like keep rebuilding these games from the ground up.
And I feel
Uh,
like that's the direction most companies should honestly take. You know, it
yeah,
saves time, it saves budget, a lot of budget. So
yeah,
I feel like that's the way to go about things. And make sure you put your games on other platforms too. Well, in this case, Capcom could do
yeah.
that, but yeah, that's it's pretty good. Pretty good. I think they did the same thing for like Final Fantasy, the seven, the last one in the little
Yeah.
trilogy that they're having. They're using the same assets, but they're making more of a story out of it.
Mhm.
And that one's releasing everywhere instead of just on PlayStation
Yeah.
kind of
That was
thing. So
the
that's
the
yeah.
final announcement of that showcase, right? Was the
Yeah.
next Final Fantasy. Um, I had a couple games I liked from that showcase. I liked there was like a Gundam game.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they slided that in a
there's
bit.
like
Yeah.
Gundam Rogue Orbit. Almost looked like it had like similar combat as Armored Core, but they were
Yeah.
fighting like aliens and stuff. Dude, I didn't even know there were aliens in Gundam. I thought it was
I
just
I thought it was
robots.
just robots.
Yeah. Uh,
Like
but man, I like robot content, so I'll take more robot stuff, without a
nice.
doubt. That was I really liked that. I liked Code Veronica. And there were a couple other things kind of slipping my mind right now. There's a cool like we didn't really get any gameplay. There's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that's coming out
Yeah, from
last spring.
Paramount Games, new
Yeah.
studio from them.
Hopefully it's
That
cool.
that's hope if it's like anything like Batman Combat with well, I don't want to spoil who the character is in that game, but i- if it has that kind of mechanics, I think it's going to do really good.
Yeah. It definitely for sure it could. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff there, a lot of stuff to unpack. Did you have anything else on your list from that particular show?
No, that's honestly mostly it. I was just mostly hype for the Resident Evil game that's coming out, Veronica, the Cuphead game, of course, and I'm just glad they just Jeff just kind of closed it out properly this
Yeah,
time instead of like with High Guard 2 or something, but
that'd be crazy.
it was a good one. It was a good
Yeah.
showcase.
Well, after that one, man, we had the big one, Xbox. That was my
Uh,
personal favorite showcase from the
Same
whole
here.
week. In fact, it was so good that it convinced you to buy an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I got the controller right here, man. And it's the real deal. As soon as the Gears of War popped up, I was like, okay, it looks good. Let me see what else they have. And they just say, oh, we have the multiplayer over here, but we have this horde mode. We have 4 players could play in the
And it
thing.
just
It's
kept
a
going.
14-hour thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to GameStop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Uh,
Like,
it's funny because I was like, we were watching it, you and I, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll get a Series X again. And you're like, yeah, I'm getting one this
I
week.
was like, I'm
I was like,
getting one this week.
maybe you might want to wait. And you're like, no, I think I'm gonna get
No,
one. And man, you went to GameStop and you got yourself a Series
Gears
X.
Gears would do that, man. And it's kind of crazy because it's been 20 years. People really love Dom and Marcus's story, and the fact that they're making this game like one of the exclusives,
Yeah,
it's really interesting to see that compared to Halo going everywhere, which is still a little off-putting, but you know,
it, it is what it is. But the new Gears game, been hearing some rumors about it, about the budget. Have you heard about this? Um,
yeah,
it's been rumored to have like a budget of around $400 million.
that's that's more than Spider-Man, I think,
Yeah,
right?
I think Spider-Man had like 300 million dollars for their budget.
Now, Now, there's a few things with that. One, Spider-Man is strictly a single player game,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Gears of War, multiplayer. They could sell past season passes, cosmetics. Maybe it could push the dial a little bit more for them to get their funds back, but I don't know. I think that's a big gamble.
Here's another thing with that though. Spider-Man is one of the top three most popular superheroes um of all time, right? You what is it?
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no other even anybody could nobody else could even fit in that top three. So and Spider-Man might be number one. And this is like, we're talking about Spider-Man here. So
Yeah, I
there's a
know. Yeah.
level of hype around that. Uh
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting,
and
man.
Gears of War is going to be on Game Pass too.
That's true.
So I don't
That
know.
is true.
We'll see.
Oh, I guess we gotta wait and see when October 6th come along, and I guess we could hear some numbers on that beta that's coming out August 6th and see what happens.
Yeah. But regardless, man, that looked sweet, and they just kept showing more and more and more and more content. Even
Hmm.
even with like the Gears of War Direct, they opened with it on the Xbox One,
Right.
and it was like a whole mission nearly that they showed.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
pretty long too.
yeah, I remember you were watching it. You were like, "What?
Yeah,
Whoa, no
I was
way!"
I was freaking out because
Yeah,
it's like different mechanics that they're adding in there. And I'm like, after I was reading afterwards, they took out wall bouncing, which if not a lot of people know, wall bouncing was like bumper jumper. It was like it was needed. It was solidified
yeah,
as one of the core mechanics in the game, kind of thing. And they took that out. And I sat back and I said that's actually pretty good because it takes a little bit of skill to do wall bouncing properly.
mhm,
And if you want to introduce more people coming into your game, you need to kind of level the playing field and make it a little bit more streamlined. So add the
yeah,
slide into cover and things like that. And hopefully that could bring more people to the game,
yeah.
because they're betting a lot on this. It
It's
looks great. Unreal
it
Engine
does.
5, good showcase of Unreal Engine 5 right here, but I guess we'll see, man.
I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
But they came out swinging in that showcase because they opened
Oh,
with
yeah.
Gears, then they showed Halo. We got
Yeah.
a lot of Halo content too. I mean, we got so much gameplay. They showed us. We've got the three like um, prologue missions that they're
Mm-hmm.
adding. Uh, and they showed a lot for that. And they gave us a release date. It was like July
28. Yep.
28th.
Yeah.
So that was sweet. Then we got a lot more Fable. Uh,
Yeah. Afterwards, they showed us like a 30-minute of playing Fable,
yeah,
which is
it
pretty
was.
insane.
I actually think we've got it reversed. I think it was Gears of War, Fable, then Halo. But
Right.
man, they came out really swinging. They're like,
Hmm.
we're back. Uh, and especially with the surprise, they're like, actually, we're gonna make E-Day an Xbox exclusive.
Exclusive, man. Oh, man. I know a
Only
few
up in the
people was upset
PlayStation
about
5.
that.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Because they're planning on remaking the Halo trilogy. So
Hmm.
maybe they'll do like what Resident Evil's doing. They'll do like a Halo remake, then a new Halo, then a Halo remake.
That would be
Um,
interesting.
but that I'm wondering if the new Halos are going to be console exclusives. Or maybe I don't know because I
They're
mean it
doing case
looks
by case,
yeah,
actually. So who knows?
but there are a couple other cool games in that showcase. There was that magician game with like
Yeah, that
the
one
like
was
werewolf.
different. I like that one.
That was
Something
cool.
something different, right?
Yeah. Then they showed there's like an indie game called Bad Magpie. It reminded me of Untitled Goose Game where you play as like this magpie
Yeah.
that can't fly. Uh then there's that Clockwork Revolution game looks pretty cool. Uh
Also another exclusive.
Another exclusive. And
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of like the original Fables. It doesn't really look like it has like
Mm,
a morality system, but it looks like you have like different choices and stuff that affect the world around you.
right.
And it kind of reminds me of like uh specifically Fable 3. There was like a mechanic where you made promises to people.
Mm,
And depending on like if you kept or broke those promises, different parts of like the world would
What
change.
change?
Yeah,
Interesting.
but that was pretty neat.
A new Spyro game as
Oh
well.
yeah, that's
It-
like first Spyro game in like 20 something years, I think.
Man, that's a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, Spyro fans, should be happy. They're getting a new Spyro. Um,
We got more details on Persona 4 Revival, the remakes, which is
mhm.
pretty cool. And finally, they actually Xbox was able to get this, but they announced that Persona 6 is real.
Yep. It was a really short teaser, only
Yeah.
about like 30, 45 seconds, but yeah, Persona 6 is real. Um,
And it's kind of cool that they was able to do it because it made sense because I'm guessing the theme for this is more green because each of the personas has like a certain kind of color to it. Persona
yeah.
4 was yellow, blue was for 3, Persona 5 was red, and now Persona 6 is green. So it's cool that Xbox was able to get this. And plus, both of them is coming out on Game Pass day one, so that should be cool.
Yeah. Um, and then we had the Nintendo Direct, man. Uh
Yeah, that one I give it a solid B because it was mostly good for RPG fans. Mostly RPG fans would love
Mostly,
something like
yeah.
that.
I think that up until literally the last two or three announcements, it was like, oh, this game's getting ported. Oh,
Yeah, no,
um, which is good, I guess, but it really just it made me feel like my Switch is only good for playing games 2 years after release.
2 years
Uh,
after release.
because
Oh no,
it'd be like I remember at one point it was like Metaphor ReFantasia is coming to Switch. It's like this game came out in 2024, I thought.
man,
Why
has it
should I
really
be
been that long?
yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
why should I be excited about this? I mean like it's cool, but
Right.
like and it just was stuff like that like the whole time.
If
And
the
then
Switch is your only console, this was for you.
yeah.
If it's not, probably one or two, maybe three things.
And it was like, oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 are coming to Switch. Now they did have a Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's cool, but again, if that's great if you're an RPG fan.
Yeah.
Uh, but like
A new Xenoblade game's coming out
yeah.
2027, which I'm
Oh,
super hyped for.
that's what I meant to say. Xenoblade I said Xenoblade 3, that's already a thing. I
Yeah, it's
meant to
already a
say
thing. Yeah,
Xenoblade
yeah.
4.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but
Genesis.
Genesis, the new Xenoblade. But I don't know, it's just but that's how it felt very underwhelming specifically to
No
me.
Fire Emblem? You don't like Fire Emblem or
And
and
I
that
is
I love
I
Fire
think what I
Emblem.
don't like about Xenoblade and I don't like about Fire Emblem and
Mm,
a lot of these other RPGs is they've got the same exact art style. So I'm looking at this game
mm,
and it just doesn't seem unique to me.
mm.
And if you showed me that Fire Emblem trailer, um, and like, and I don't know, like a couple of Xenoblade trailers, and you just didn't
You'll
give
be
me the
like, this
title
is the same
cards,
game. This is the
I
same game.
think I'm not. I think they're like all the same universe. But I wouldn't be like this is the same. I don't know. It's just got that, and I probably sound like such a jerk right now, and I'm sorry because I'm not hating on the games. I'm sure they're great games, but they've just got like that very like kind of like anime style. Uh,
Yeah.
it's got like the same style that like what's that one game? Like the free game, like Honkai Star Rail
Oh, Honkai Star. Yeah,
and
yeah. I can see your point when you put it like that. Yeah,
and we get a lot of those during Summer Games Fest too, with like
yeah.
that same art style.
I
But
think
like,
last year was like a lot of those kind of
yeah,
games.
it's like, geez Louise. But regardless, so
Those are
happy.
still few announced.
Um,
Those Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, yeah.
for
No,
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, sorry. Wow.
Um,
4 looked
but
pretty
yeah,
good,
up
but
until the
you
end,
know,
it was like what's happening, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 looked fine, but again, we got like another. It was just like a 20 to 30 second trailer, and then they didn't really give us like a
the thing that
release
was good
date.
about this is that it's coming out day and date, which is really good for Nintendo Switch because finally they're getting games day and date.
Yeah,
I think Final Fantasy, yeah, the new Final Fantasy is also coming day and date to Switch too. So now it's becoming more part of a level field because right now Switch 2 is selling a lot of consoles, especially in Japan land.
yeah,
Xbox is not selling no consoles in Japan.
no,
So I'm guessing it makes more sense to kind of put their things on Switch too, because one, it's capable, and two, that's where most of the people's at
yeah.
as well. So
Um, and then after that, we had the big one,
Hmm.
the Ocarina of Time remake coming out this year.
Which is
No,
crazy that they just tease us without saying much. I guess we'll get another Zelda-esque direct, maybe
sometime
for the
soon.
40th.
Uh,
Hopefully.
I don't think it's going to come out in November, but I do think this is the only game that could come out in November and compete with GTA 6.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everything else is just no. Everything else has to
no
be
way,
in
Jose.
September, which is already fully packed.
It's funny because I was looking uh at November's release like schedule. And there's a
Hmm.
couple games coming out. Um, but it's like a Godzilla GameCube game port,
Hmm. A
or like
Barbie
a
game.
remaster, and then a Barbie game.
Yeah. I
It's like
think
okay.
Devolver Digital is hinting that they will release a game sometime around there, but we don't know what it is yet.
Hmm,
Maybe it's Enter the Gungeon 2.
maybe.
I would love that. I would love that.
But yeah, maybe like I'm wondering if it's gonna be December, the Ocarina of Time comes
So
out.
I feel like I mean, I could see that because the Switch 2 is going to go up in price in September, right?
Yeah.
So they would want to push more consoles. I mean, they can do that.
Hmm.
They
Um,
can.
we'll see what happens. I'm wondering if this is gonna be a standard $70 game, or if they're gonna lower it, or if they're gonna try to make it $80 like they did Mario Kart.
They made Fire Emblem is $80 physical.
That's insane to me
That's what
personally.
I trust me. I think it's insane too. Thank goodness I got a $10 gift card from GameStop, but still, and Amazon and Walmart were price match it to be 70 until the release date, I hear. So if you really want it, you could get it now for $70, but it's crazy how they're making that $80. I could kind of see that because I personally know that it'll be a lot of content if it's anything like Three Houses, because that game was a very long game with different
Yeah.
stories and angles you could go with, and this one is setting up to be just the same, maybe even more with some of the features I'm seeing it. So it's going to be well worth the money. But the fact that they're making this $80, and I'm like, they're probably going to make Zelda 2 $80.
I
So people's gonna pay $80 for Zelda.
I
They won't even think twice.
just don't know, man, because I was on the fence about getting rid of my Switch.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean Ocarina of Time remake's cool, but like $80 cool? Like I don't even know if I'd spend $80 for GTA 6. Um, man, I might have to just give up video games at that point. I can't be spending $80 on a video game every time it comes out, you know?
Yeah, I could
Um, you know,
GTA 6, I'm willing to pay $80 for. Willing to pay. Ocarina of Time, I never played it before in my life. I played Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but that would be my first time experiencing that game. But we're starting to get to this point where games are a little bit more we're getting priced out.
mhm.
We're getting priced out. Hardware is going up in price. It used to go down over the years. It's just the economic climate that we're in currently, and it's affecting our game. So,
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I wanted to go back to Xbox for a second.
yeah,
Um, they're talking about maybe doing like a big restructuring thing. Um,
yep.
so there's like uh
The
there
next 100 days,
could be layoffs in the future. And then on top of
July,
that,
I'm hearing.
oh
Yeah.
really? And then on
Hmm.
top of that, I'm hearing that Microsoft is maybe interested in like just selling Xbox as a branch.
Hmm.
So,
Make it like LinkedIn, how they have with LinkedIn, kind
hmm,
of like a separate entity.
yeah.
I could kind of see that working. Um, because I feel like they have too much, how you say they have a lot of studios. They bought the Activision Blizzard acquisition kind of messed a lot of things up. Not a lot of people are getting consoles when it comes to, you
Hmm.
know, it's a flat market right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot more mobile players out there than console players. So we're starting to get to the place where it's not adequate enough.
Mm.
And I'm worried about some of these developers like dang. The creators of Psychonaut, like what was the last game they made? Kiln, I think.
I
Like,
think Kiln that came out like a couple months ago.
have
Um,
you heard anything about that? Any
man,
numbers or like I'm
no.
worried about them. Compulsion Games, another studio that made that I'm forgetting that. It was like an action game. Um deal with the like the southern kind of feel to it. That's
Uh,
another game.
is that like the is that like the I don't know. Never mind, forget it. It's like
Right. It's
the
like
one
the
the
southern
like
game.
Louisiana one or
Yeah,
something like that.
Louisiana. Yeah, that one. That one got a lot of cool awards, but is it making a lot of sales? So when they say that they might do some cuts, and I'm saying to myself, who hasn't made a good, not a good game, but a game that's able to make a lot of sales recently, right?
Yeah.
We got Bethesda over here saying, "Oh, I know you rolled your eyes, but I have to say it, Elder Scrolls 6. How long has that
Well,
been?"
man, we were watching that showcase, and then he comes up with the Bethesda Presents, and I went, "Oh!"
Oh,
for a
we're so
second,
hype, yeah.
and like, and
76.
it's just Fallout 76, and then they do it again
That's
for
it.
Elder Scrolls, and then I went.
Yep.
And then a day later, I'm seeing people like posting clips of themselves reacting. They did the same exact thing. You
Mm-hmm.
can't be a big name like Bethesda and then put Bethesda Presents in front of the 700th Elder Scrolls Online DLC. Like
It doesn't make
it's
sense.
it's just um
That
I don't
Fallout show was amazing, and they didn't capitalize it with, "Hey, we're remaking Fallout 3 or Vegas, or like, what are you doing?"
so much talk around that. Um
I don't know.
I don't know a single person that plays Fallout 76. I don't know a single person that plays Elder Scrolls Online. I just don't. And like I'm sure that there are fans out there, but it gets to a point where like GTA 5, right? That
Mm-hmm.
went on for so long because they're talking about, oh, we're making millions of dollars off of these
Yep.
shark cards every
Yeah.
week. I just don't think that Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76 are making millions of dollars off of their DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they're like free. They're free DLCs. I know that they've got like paid currency.
Right.
But like, you know, you can subscribe to Xbox Game Pass, I'm pretty sure, and you get access to the Elder Scrolls DLCs for the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
I
cool.
think I might
Oh,
that might be the case. It's either that or they have their own subscription that you can pay for
pay for
through
it,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls Online. So I just don't imagine that it's that lucrative. And I've heard like rumors or something that, or maybe we talked about this, that they had released Starfield and they were expecting it to be like a smash hit.
On
And
PlayStation, right?
yeah, well, just when they released it in general.
Oh, well,
Um, and
well, yeah.
they're expecting it to be like some hit, and it wasn't. Uh,
No.
and that they might have had a lot of like the core mechanics in Starfield be very similar to what was maybe already made in Elder Scrolls 6. And now they're
Mm.
sitting there like scratching their heads like, oh well, like how do we make this better? But I don't know, man. Um,
They need to they need to do something. They need to make some remakes. Probably go back to God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Go back to Skyrim and like actually remake the game, not fresh new cover or anything, like something totally different, revamp from the ground up if you want to do it. Keep up with the meme, right?
I
Because Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take a long time.
If they're remaking a game, it better be Morrowind before Skyrim.
Oh, I
Um,
keep forgetting about
yeah,
Morrowind.
Morrowind or Daggerfall or something.
Yeah,
Um,
they have the properties.
yeah,
They just, I guess they know how to monetize their games. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, that's good. But now put some of that money towards a remaster or two. You
yeah,
got it. It's there.
yeah. And then another studio that they have that they really haven't done a lot with, Rare. Rare has been doing Sea of Thieves since 2018.
I keep forgetting about Rare because they
Yeah,
just
man.
make Sea of Thieves. That's it.
Uh, so I don't know, but it is what it is. We'll just have to see what happens, man.
Well, until then, Gears E Day, Fable, Halo Combat Evolved, State of Decay 3. Actually,
Oh yeah,
I'm
forgot
really
about
hyped
that.
for that game.
Mhm.
That game is looking really good. Maybe even Doom the Dark Ages with their DLC. That looks cool too. So I guess we'll see from the Xbox side of things. But a lot of people say that they had a good showcase. Unfortunately, they got hit with that news with the layoffs and the restructuring, but I guess bad news is not far from Xbox these
Yeah.
days, unfortunately.
I feel like something ha like good happens with Xbox. You always have to expect something bad to happen. But like I don't know. I just feel like that's how it's always been. They'll do
Yeah,
something really nice, then it's just they'll do some stinker a few weeks later. But
let's see what they
yeah,
do in the future, man. But until then, we have lots of games to play.
all right. Well, do you have anything else you want to talk about, or
Honestly, that's honestly it. I'm just looking forward to playing some more Halo,
yeah,
some
man, me
more
too.
Halo, some more Gears.
Yeah. Well, thanks you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Later, guys.